Alright, I finally got to see Backrooms, the official creepypasta directorial debut of, I guess the creator, Kane Parsons. And he co-wrote it as well, or he directed it. But, and he also he did some of the score, I guess, for the movie. So this guy, yeah, multi-talented. But it deals with the back rooms. Pretty much the movie stars mostly two people. It follows a therapist and their patient. Clark, who is the patient, he's a bit of an alcoholic. He lives in his furniture store. He has issues with his wife that he can't get over. We also have the therapist who I guess is kind of well known, Mary Klein, who has her own self help book, literally on TV, and she's going through stuff with her past. Of I guess her mom was schizophrenic or mentally ill, and her as a child she didn't know what to do, so she called I guess police or whatever, called for help anyway, and she regrets that to this day. So that's why she wants to try to help Clark change into like a normal person. And it's pretty much a parallel between the two. And it's at first like it's really slow. Like I did like the acting from both of the actors who played Clark and Mary. I did like their dynamic back and forth early on, where it's just him telling about his problems to her and why he's there. Um, her though, like she's not well. She's okay. She's all right written. Like you do sort of root for her by the end. You want her to get out of the back rooms. And I did like the lore that they built. They didn't fully explain everything, but I like that they gave you little tidbits of it, little bite-sized nuggets of what this place could be, what it does, why it does what it does. I like the idea of it trying to replicate things in the real world, and it distorts them, or it, you know, doesn't quite understand the actual thing it subject or object that is trying to mimic. It's like you have a chair, but it's like slightly off, or you have shoes and built into the floor, or people with multiple eyes, and they don't talk, but you know. I did like some of the lost footage stuff. They did try to work that in here, which was fine. I did like the vintage video quality of the 90s. Um, I do wonder if there's going to be a sequel. I guess there will be, but I don't know where you go with because and also the guy that played Creep in the Blumhouse's Creep, the lost footage horror flicks, and I guess TV show or web series, whatever. He's in this as a one of the researchers for his researching company, I guess. Also on into the back rooms. Um, you sort of he explains some stuff by the end, as well as Clark mostly. I didn't like the whole big bad of this movie. I'll just say that. I thought it was kind of silly. Um, uh, but aside from that, like I liked some of the atmosphere of you don't know what's behind the corner, you hear noises. I think they should have played more with sound, if anything. Which they do, but like it would have been cool if they did more of that. Because it's not a gory film. You have two um, people that go in with Clark, and of course they off screen because this movie, even though it's R rated, you know, they die. But of course, I guess that's not the point of the film, what the Backrooms is, but again, I do like the idea of the Backrooms trying to replicate stuff in the real world, but of course it's off slightly or just enough off. Or I did like the dinner scene where Clark goes to into detail what's going on, and you have these two. I think they're called life still lives or still life or life stills, whatever, in the lore of Backrooms. But you have these two people with multiple eyes, but they don't talk. They barely move. Um, I thought the one thing that thing was kind of creepy and alone with his, because he at this point he's mentally gone. He's just accepted, what's going on, and he doesn't want to leave. So I think there is the back rooms does kind of. I wonder if it influences the person inside of it as well, or it makes them want to explore more or stay there more to see what else is there. Because it seemed like it to me. And then also the whole thing of I wanted to know how long has he lived in this furniture store after getting kicked out by his wife, because the entrance to the back rooms, he's never noticed this uh, light silhouette doorway thing. He's never noticed that the entire time he's been there in that basement. I guess not. But yeah, so that part I guess that's probably my gripe with the film is he never noticed this whole time, like, okay. But yeah, overall the ending is fine. I don't like the big bad, the big bad monster. I know it represents and all, but still, I thought it was lame. Um, and then it just turns generic by when she's running away from it and trying to hide, and you know. So I thought that was lame. The third act, anyway. Um, but overall, I would say if you're a fan of the Backrooms on the creepypasta original, go for it. I would say yeah, I recommend it to creepypasta fans, and yeah. So if anybody's interested in, oh, also it's edited really well too. So that and well acted. But yeah, if anybody's interested in movie reviews, you can request them through my PayPal, which will be linked down below in the description box. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace and love.